okay, the theme for the month is economic community development. And I said, okay, how do I align Dare to Dream with economic community development? And then I was struggling, to be honest, I was really struggling to come up with a talk. And then I reached out to her and said, okay, now can you please advise me in regards to the age group and the type of people I'm going to be talking to? And then she said the youngest is maybe 20 and the oldest will be above 80 or so. He was like, how am I going to reconcile 20 years and 8 years? And then I remember something that says, in any day and age, we need the wisdom of those with gray hair. Because the very same issues we are facing as young people are the very same issues they face. And then we, the gray hairs, needs the energy of the young people, such that when we cannot run, they can run on our behalf, but we show them the direction to take. And then we need the little ones, because what the little ones have is the daring to still dream. Because when we are kids, they tell you, I want to be an astronaut, I want to fly, I want to do this, I want to do this. But as you grow, life hits you hard and you're like, okay, it's not possible. Maybe let me just sit in my office and, pay the bills and get to a point, and then I'm done, and whatever else I can live out, that's it. But I still believe that there is more to life. And one of the biggest things that I always wanted to do was to make a difference in the lives of not only my family community, and that's what has gotten me to the point of having all these different roles. And my biggest thing in everything that I do is I believe that each and every one of us has greatness within us, and it's our part to help each other unleash it. And with every talk, any speaker, the main objective of any talk is mainly three things. Number one is to inform or to remind you of things you already know, but you might have forgotten because life happens. Number two is also to entertain you because you don't want to be bored. You left your comfortable house to come this side, you also want to be entertained. And then number three is to move us to act. And the thing that I love is I'm in a place where already there's action in making a difference. So I'm already in the right place. I'm going to share, I did a song, I've got a song, it's called Dare to Dream. And then I'm going to tell a story, and then I'm going to do two chords, and then I'm going to do an affirmation. The song is Dare to Dream. And it came, I was sitting in the office, recruitment consultant, and my colleague said, Brian, I've got some words that you can put in your motivational talk. And he said, the words are, if the dreamer dies, so dies the dream. Those were the words that he gave me. So I paused because when he gave me those words, it hit me hard because I had so many things I wanted to do, so many dreams, and yet I had not acted in a whole lot of them. So now I was thinking, okay, if the dreamer dies, so dies the dream. It's gone. And maybe I'm the only person who has that dream, or who has that vision, or who has that thing to be able to bring a difference in our community, economy, in our families. So I paused and got off my headphones, put them on the floor, and then I started to write. So initially it was a poem. So if the dreamer dies, so dies the dream. Therefore, don't die before your dream exists, because you exist to make your dream alive. Without a dream, you are simply a slave to make alive the dream of those who dare to dream. So I wanted to do a poem, and then it was like, but listen, you can do it a song. I said, no, man, I'm not a singer. I'm a speaker, I'm not a singer. I said, who says you're not a singer? I tried to sing, and people said, don't sing. Who cares about that? So I said, okay, let me do it. So I got on Google and then I started to search studios and stuff like that, check which price I can go for. And then when I was reaching out to the producers, they would ask me, what type of song is it? Is it hip hop, R&B? Is it? And I'm like, I don't know. I just have the words. Do you have a beat? Do you have a this? I don't know. I only have words. Up until I got a studio in Paro called the producer is called Question Music. Question Music. How do you even give yourself a name, Question Music? But when I went to the studio, he said, listen, don't worry about everything else, just read it. And then when you're reading it, I'll be able to see what beat or what instrument to do. So I started reading it, and I read it about 6 or 7 times. And then he said, okay, go inside the booth, put on the mic, put on the headphones, and just read it. And then I'll start making a tune. So he started with a tune. And then when I was now reading it, I was now reading it according to the tune. And then I was now getting into my own head, now trying to really align it to the tune. Then he said, you don't know what you're doing. You just continue reading. Don't worry about the tune. I'll mix it and then I'll perform. So I did the song and then the song came out. And I'm going to perform it for you. Um,
If the dreamer dies, so dies the dream. Don't die before your dream exists. It exists to make your dream alive. Without a dream, there is no life. You're simply a slave to make alive the dreams of those who dare to dream, dare to dream, dare to act, dare to stand and take a leap, that leap of faith. Don't dare to die with the dream that lives inside of you. Hear my song, hear my voice. This is a song of dream come true. Hear my voice upon this beat. Sing these words, believe in this. Dreams are the seed of possibilities. Anything is possible to all who believe. If the dreamer dies, so dies the dream. Don't die before your dream exists. It exists to make your dream alive. Without a dream, there is no life. We're simply a slave to make alive the dreams of those who dare to dream, dare to dream, dare to act. Dreams without action are mere wishes. Action without dreams are punches in the wind. How can you hit a target you can see? Dreams are the seed of possibilities. Dreams come true to change the world. If the dreamer dies, so dies the dream. Don't die before your dream exists. It exists to make your dream alive. Without a dream, there is no life. We're simply a slave to make alive the dreams of those who dare to dream. Believe in yourself, believe in me. We can join our hands and heart to change this world into a world of dreams. Dreams are the seed of possibilities. Anything is possible when we all believe. We dare to dream, we dare to act. Hear our song and hear our voice. This is our song of dream come true. Dreams are the seed of possibilities. Dreams come true to change the world. Anything is possible when we all believe. If the dream dies, before your dream exists. It exists to make your dream alive. Without a dream, there is no life. We're simply a slave to make alive the dreams of those who dare to dream.
I wanted to make it as simple so that the 2 year, 3 year, and the 8 year, 9 year can still sing it because those words are true to each and every one of us. It's never too early or ever too late for us to make a difference. The story goes like this. A father, he was a lawyer in a community doing well, but he had a son who was just comfortable, not wanting to do anything. So the father tried so hard to say, young man, you don't need to wait and to just conform to say, okay, because I'm a lawyer, you're also going to be a lawyer and to just follow my footsteps. You can also create something of your own. You are unique, you're authentic, everyone's unique, you're special. Just try and play around with different things and find your own gift. But the young man was reluctant to do anything because it's always easy to always follow the crowd. Yet we always have something within us that tells us we are different. I want to do things different. And sometimes we are afraid to act. So the father was just getting exhausted of trying to push this young man to come out of his shell, to come out of his comfort zone. So the father decided if things in the box are not working, maybe it's time to think outside the box. So what he did is he got a map and he got a treasure. He put an X on a certain island and said, my son, I'm going old. And all these things are going to be yours, the house, the car, and the law firm and everything. But apart from that, I have a certain treasure that I set apart for you that no one else, you need to go and get it. And if you get it, your whole life is going to be amazing apart from the money and everything I'm leaving for you. So this young man became curious. What is this treasure? What is this thing that my father has set apart for me that will make my life the most beautiful and amazing life, such that when I am at the end of my life, I look back, I say, I surely lived a good life. He says, okay, I'm going to pack my bag and I'm going to go to the island with the map and to find my treasure. So the young man packs his bags and begins to walk. He did not know that the journey was not going to be an easy journey. He was going to go through winter and it was going to go cold. He was going to go through summer, the heat, autumn, spring. He was going through mountains and rivers and different places. And it got exhausting on the journey, which is what happens in our lives many times. We get exhausted and tired because we are just on this path to get certain things, such that sometimes we miss the journey. But what kept him going was because he wanted this treasure. So he kept on going. Every time he felt like giving up, he would be reminded there's a treasure for me. There's something for each and every one of us that is only for us to bring to the world. So he kept on going and going and going. And when he got to the place, he was very excited after having gone through all the different seasons of life and just pushing himself when others were giving up, not giving up, having lost so many, the clothes that he had were broken. He had gone hungry for days, he slept in the rain, and he just kept going. When he got to the place that says, there is the treasure, he started digging. He was so excited. Finally, I've gotten my treasure. But as he was digging and digging and digging, he kept digging, and then he began to get curious. Where is my treasure? When is it? I should be there by now. And then he hit something hard and he got excited. Finally, I've gotten my treasure. And then when he tried to see, he saw it's only a stone. We have been sold so many different things in this life, thinking that that is the treasure that's going to make life worth it. But when we get to that, we discover no, there's more to life than just the gold and silver. So he gets angry now. Did his father lie to him? Did someone come and steal his treasure? What happened to his treasure? Who could have stolen his treasure? How is he going to live the best life possible if he doesn't have that treasure? Then as he's sitting down, going through emotions, anger, bitterness, crying, and all the different things that we've all gone through in life, he then realizes, but my father is an old man, and in my bid to just get the treasure, what if I go back home and my father is not there anymore? How could I have missed all the good things that I have and just seen the things that I didn't have, such that I didn't count and be grateful for what I had? So he begins to cry and say, listen, I need to go back to my father and say, Father, I'm sorry that all this while I never appreciated everything that you're doing. It's possible in a bid to attain things that we mess up relationships, that we mess up the good things about our life. But it's never too late to fix it. So he begins to walk. But on his journey back now, he's no longer in a hurry. So what it means is he begins to look at the sunset, to see the sunrise, to see the beautiful flowers, to see the animals. And as he's going day by day, he begins to learn the different cultures and community of the people that he meets. And he begins to learn about the things that he knew. And in doing that, he was able to even make a difference in different communities and society as he was going. And then he made friends. And by the time he got to his father's house, his father was waiting for him. His father saw him, and the father was so happy and said, "Young man, I'm so happy to see you." And the son started crying and said, "Father, I'm sorry that it took me being away from you to realize that I had you, the greatest treasure. I had your love. I had you pushing me, motivating me, encouraging me to come out of my comfort zone. But I never followed up on all those things. I'm so sorry." And the father says, "It's okay, my son. I'm just happy to have you back." And the son says, "And father, I'm so sorry. The treasure that you had for me, when I got there, it was gone. I don't know who took the treasure, whether it was stolen. I don't know what happened." And the father says, "Listen, my son, don't worry about the treasure. But tell me, you look so well. You look fit and healthy. What happened to you?" And it looks like you are doing well. It looks like you have a bit of money, because when you left, you only left with a small bag. But I see you've got bags, and you even came with a chariot." And the young man smiles and says, "Father, on my journey, I left wanting to get gold and silver, but I found something that is far more valuable than all these things. I found life. And I found that when we are willing to invest in life, life gives us so much more." Because I went rushing to get the silver, and when I couldn't find it, I was so angry and bitter. But then I came to the realization that there are so many things that I should be grateful for and that I can make use of to live the best life possible. So as I was coming back, I began to enjoy the small moments, the sunsets, the sunrises, the small children in the streets. I begin to see different people, economics, and I learned quite a lot. And in improving myself, I was able to enhance other people's life. And in that way, I got rewarded. And that is how I've gotten this wealth. And that is how I'm smiling and healthy, because I realize that there's more to this life than just me, but it's about so many others. So as I gave to others, they also gave to me. And I realized that we truly can live the best life possible. So the thing about community and economic development is it's not just about the quantity, the numbers in the bank. It's also about the quality. It's also about the lives that we impact. The issue about this life is we are going to get exhausted if our only goal is to get gold and silver. But it's also about giving back and living the best life possible. So as I close the story, it's about being willing to come out of our comfort zone, having the daring to dream again like kids do, and having the ability to act on even when we don't have all the answers. It's about each and every one of us playing our roles as much as you think your part is little, but every little difference makes a big difference when we join hands. And to be able to look back and say, truly, I lived the best life possible. The quote I want to leave with you is by Theodore Roosevelt. And it says, it's a well known quote. It is easy for us to sit on the couches and to watch those in play and to point out where there are errors or where they are making a mistake. while we ourselves are not doing anything. It is easy for us in this day and generation to be on social media, on Netflix, on the channels, to watch the rugby, the soccer, the movies, the series, when we ourselves are not living our own lives. And it's possible to get so busy trying to make a living and to forget to live your making. So the quote goes like this: it is not the critic who counts the most, neither the one who points out what the person in the arena could have done better. The person who counts the most is the one in the arena, though covered with sweat, blood, and dust. They keep on going because they know that in the bid to achieve something, you will never achieve something without actually falling. But they refuse to fall down and to stay down. They get back up again because they know that at the end of the day, any life worth living is a life of going out, going for the dream, going for whatever you want. And even if you fail having dared greatly, and the other generation will pick out whatever you left and continue on. I've done my part. Everybody do their part. The last quote is by my favorite speaker, Les Brown. And I want to say it simply because in daring to dream, we are going to face challenges. Sometimes it gets boring. Sometimes people don't respond to your messages. Sometimes people don't share the flyer. Sometimes people don't just do what they can do. But in daring to do anything, Les Brown says, if you want a thing bad enough to go out and fight for it, to work day and night for it, to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep for it. If all that you dream and scheme is about it, and life seems useless and worthless without it, if you gladly work for it and sweat for it, and lose all your terror for the opposition for it, if you give it all that you got, neither cold, poverty, rain, storm, sun can keep you away from the thing that you want. With the help of God and with the help of those around you, you're going to make it. Every dream is possible. My deepest fear is not that I'm inadequate. It's not that I'm too late. It's not that I'm a failure. I am reminded of who I am, that I am one had dreams. It is not the darkness that frightens me the most. It is the light within me. I ask myself, who am I to have this dream, to believe I can make a difference? Actually, who am I not to be? I know I got what it takes. I've come so far, and it's too late for me to not make an effort because I believe it's not yet over until my feet are 6 feet under. As I live this life, I would dare to dream, to make a difference. I believe I'm at this place at the right time. And as we talk of economic community development, I'll play my part. I'll be like children. I'll dare to fall, but I won't allow myself to stay on the ground. I believe I can make it. As I join hands, as I let myself go of the fears, the doubts, the rejections, the failures of the past, I'll set myself free. I'll launch myself out. I'll set myself free, and I'll shine with the little light I have. As I let my light shine, I'll give others the permission to do the same. As I live this life, I'll surely live my life to the fullest. Thank you so much.